Poland, a country surrounded by enemies, invaded multiple times and has one of the worst possible geographies on earth. Yet, in those times of grief and devastation of the previous century, there was an event left only on the pages of the books, unknown to us, the story of how Poland became a hindrance to the spread of communism to the Western Europe and how they vanquished the USSR.
Well, as the first anniversary of Russia's invasion approaches this Friday, fierce fighting is continuing in the east of the
Vladimir Lenin, he served as the first and founding head of the government of Soviet Russia from 1917 to 1924. And in these years of reign, he had one goal in mind to spread his ideology of communism throughout the world. Lenin knew that Europe would serve as a foundation to commence his ideological goal. Poland, a country located in the center of Europe, sandwiched between Germany and the Soviet Union. It served as a threshold between Lenin and the rest of Europe. Lenin launched the Soviet westward offensive in November 1918, which saw the creation of the Lithuanian Soviet Socialist Republic, Latvian Soviet Socialist Republic, and the Socialist Soviet Republic of Belarusia. He wanted to invade and turn Poland into a Soviet republic, as he wanted to link the Communist Revolution in Russia with the German Revolution of 1918. Poland needed to defend its independence, and the only solution was an all out war. 14 February 1919, Polish forces entered Belarus, and the war began. The Polish army was steadily moving east against the forces of the Soviet Union, capturing territories and key positions like Minsk, Latichiv, and Koziatin. In the process, Ukraine, a part of Soviet Union at that time, wanted to liberate itself and declare independence. Poland saw this as an opportunity and aligned with Ukraine's support, mobilized and commenced the Kiev offensive. Even today, Ukraine and Poland are friendly neighbors. Initially, the Poles and national Ukrainians captured Kiev. The USSR could not sit back, and immediate response to the Kiev offensive was total war. Soviet Russia launched an offensive towards Poland. The Soviets were widely successful and were able to capture large amount of territories in Ukraine, Belarus, and mainland Poland itself. The Bolsheviks entered Poland, making it clear to the Polish government that the Bolsheviks not only wanted to retake Ukrainian and Belarusian territory from the Poles, but even their independence was at stake. By August 6, 1920, the Bolsheviks were close to the capital city of Poland, Warsaw. It was time for the Poles to make the last stand at Warsaw. The Battle of Warsaw, aka the Miracle on the Vistula, was a series of battles that stretched from August 13 to August 25, 1920, that resulted in a decisive Polish victory in 1920. During the Polish-Soviet War, Poland, on the verge of total defeat, repulsed and defeated the Red Army. On August 16, Polish forces commanded by Joseph Pilsudski counterattacked from the south, disrupting the enemy's offensive. Estimated Russian losses were 10,000 killed, 500 missing, 30,000 wounded, and 66,000 taken prisoners. Compared with the Russian losses of 4,500 killed, 10,000 missing, and 22,000 wounded, this was an extremely terrible defeat for the Soviets, and due to this, the Russians were forced to retreat. The Soviets were able to reach 13 kilometers away from the capital, capturing the village of Izabelin. However, they were not able to progress any further. A strong Polish counterattack forced the Russians to retreat. The Poland pushed the Soviets back at lightning speed, capturing at least 30 kilometers of land per day. From then on, it was only offense for the Poles and only retreat for the Soviets. The Soviets and Poles decided to terminate fighting and signed a peace treaty called the Peace of Riga on 18 March 1921, marking the end of the war. It fixed the borders of Poland with the Soviet Union. This border would last for 18 years until in 1939, when the Soviets invaded Poland 16 days after Germany did and formally annexed the parts into the USSR post World War II. The consequences of the war were far-reaching. With the failure of the Soviets to defeat Poland, the spread of communism to Western Europe was stopped. Lenin failed. Poland, a small nation, was successful in saving Europe from the spread of communism. What if the Soviets had won? A victory in the war for the Soviet Union would have turned Poland into a Soviet Socialist Republic and would have put the Soviets right on the border of Germany. With control over Poland, the Soviets could have easily attacked Germany, which was weak and destroyed due to the First World War, and turned it into a communist state. From there, it would have easily access to countries like France, the Low Countries, Italy, Denmark, and this would be a key in spreading the communist revolution throughout the world. Lenin made a mistake. He kept his 1 million troops in waiting at the city of Lviv. He could have used these troops to attack in the war. Such a coordinated attack by the Soviet could bring the downfall of the Polish capital of Warsaw. If only Lenin didn't wait with his army in Lviv, history as we know it would have been different. If you have made it to the end of the video, please subscribe to the channel. It will really help us out and it's free. Also, the link to the Discord server is in the description below. Thank you.